Bienvenidos, welcome. Chilling here in the park today in Loja, Ecuador. I'm in a green space slash park in a small neighborhood a little bit outside of downtown Loja. Nice and chill down here. It's got a nice pond, walking paths. Came down here last night for a walk in the dark and it was totally safe. Right, no problems. Up over there is a military installation of some kind, so I don't feel at all unsafe down here. So a few nights ago when I first got here, it's been raining every day, right? It stopped raining. I thought, hey, I'll go for a walk in the neighborhood. And I walked past this park at street level, past some guys drinking in the park and some teenagers smoking weed. No loud music, no public idiocy, no destroying property, no anything like that. If I had to guess, I would probably say yes to public urination at that point, but that's not constrained to just the parks here. You see that anywhere. So anyways, I was walking past these guys, they were drinking, and they said, hey, amigo, ven acá, ven acá. I'm like, okay, come on, hola. It's like, yeah, quiere algo para beber? And you want to have a drink with us, right? Okay. So, against my better judgment, I thought, yeah, they're hammered, but they're friendly. And it's a nice night, and I just got here, and I'm sure I'm the token gringo in this neighborhood because there's nobody around. So I went over, and they said, yeah, we're drinking Trago. Trago in English would be hooch, or maybe moonshine. Something you would make in a still, or your bathtub, and hope that you don't go blind when you're drinking it. I thought, oh, okay. But it was in a bottle, right? And they had a shot glass. They were the communal shot glass they were passing around, much like the teenagers were passing around their communal joint. And I thought, yeah, okay, why not hang out with these guys? They're friendly, they're hammered. There were three of them. Turns out there was a father-in-law and his son-in-law and another guy, a younger guy. So the father-in-law was standing next to me, and he's, grabs my arm, not in like a mean or threatening way, but just, I think, so he could stand. Probably. These guys were hammered, slurring their words. I'm having trouble understanding them. But super friendly and just, hey, yeah, come have a drink, be one of the guys. And, yeah, okay. So we're talking, and they're asking me, hey, what do you think of Ecuador? Why are you here? How do you like it? Why Loja? And sort of the typical questions that we get. So here's this covered area down here right on the water. So I'll take a walk in here. Experimenting with the gimbal today. I don't ever take this out in public because kind of sends the wrong message. And it's like, hey, look at this fancy gimbal I have. Come and steal it. But there's no one in the park, so I think we're safe and I can get some practice trying to make some decent shots here. So anyways, let's get into the light. So I'm hanging out with the guys, and their father-in-law is like, oh yeah, you should come home and meet my daughter. I'm like, nope. Soltero y feliz, no ring, yeah? Single and happy, thanks. And then the young guy is trying his English on me. It's like, chula Ecuador. What? What was that? It was, do you like Ecuador? And he asked me that probably 6 times in the 15 minutes I was there hanging out with him. It was pretty hilarious. It's just typical, drunken idiocy. And every time, gave him the same answer. Claro que sí, estoy haciendo los papeles para vivir aquí en Ecuador. Like, yeah, sure, I'm doing the papers so I can come live here in Ecuador. Okay. Right, and me and the bottle jockey, the guy pouring the shots, who was the least drunk of the 3 guys, we understood and remembered that answer. And then a minute later, the kid's asking me again, chula Ecuador. Like, okay, same answer, 5-6 times. Hilarious. Then I said, yeah, you look kind of like John Lennon. I'm like, what? Dude, I look exactly nothing like John Lennon. Seriously, the hair and the beard, I guess the hair and the beard. So then I was wearing my glasses, and I said, yeah, take your glasses off. And so I did. Like, no, man, you look like Jesus. And out come the cameras, and like, I've been called worse, certainly. Let's see if I can get you a different view here. There's a pond in the background. And there's a kind of, waterfall in the back. It's really quite picturesque here and very nice. So then Jesus, right? I get called Jesus everywhere I go on earth. I am operating under no delusions that I really look that much like Jesus. Maybe more so than sort of, more clean-cut, short-haired types. And under no delusion that I'm anything like Jesus, but that has been my nickname all over the world, literally, for years and years. So we continue talking, and I say, just give me, right, tiny little bit of Trago. The Trago I had up north, you could strip rust off your car with that stuff. I mean, it goes down like fire. This stuff was quite smooth, still like a sugar cane, hard liquor. Still got a kick to it, but it was tolerable. And so yeah, I hung out there for about 15 minutes, and then probably the last 5 of that was me trying to figure out how am I going to extricate myself from this situation in a nice way, saying thanks for the company and the shots and hanging out, but I got to go work out, which is totally legit. I do yoga every night. I've been doing yoga since 1995, and I've been doing it every day since November 1st, 2014. So well over 10 years at this point. And I'm not breaking that streak, and I'm not going to try and do it when I'm in an altered state. I've tried that before. It's not a good idea. Do not try at home. So I managed to finally extricate myself and be on my way, and I wanted to record and record that memory for posterity before I forget the details of it. All that to say that if you get off the beaten path and you want to just have an experience with the locals and hang out in a safe place, and this was, you can actually have some really entertaining times and some memories to take with you when you move on to the next place. So January 31st here, Street Smart Travel. Hopefully you found this entertaining. It was pretty hilarious as it was going down. And like I said, I wanted to capture it and share it with posterity. Off to a farm a little further south tomorrow, February 1st, and we'll see what adventures I can have there. Happy trails. See you out on the road.